When I first heard that there was a new Earth Defense Force game coming in 2011, I was really excited. Woohoo! Because I really love this series of games. And I thought it would be fun to look back at the game that started it all. It was released in Japan in 2003 with a title that I won't attempt to pronounce, but it translates to Earth Defense Force. It was also made available in Europe under the less entertaining but easily pronounceable title Monster Attack. Now, subsequent games in the EDF series may have a lot more missions and a greater variety of enemies, but the basic gameplay foundation is fully represented here. Lots of bugs, lots of guns, and lots of destruction. I don't know what the background story is for this game, but it doesn't matter so much. All you need to know is that giant ships from outer space have arrived and brought with them flying saucers, enormous ants, and humongous robots. And some Godzilla-looking things too. And you have to destroy them all. If you knock down a few dozen buildings in the process, don't worry about it. They'll be rebuilt before the next level starts. Earth Defense Force is a very simple game to get into, no complex objectives or puzzles to figure out. All you have to do is attack anything that moves. When you start, you have a limited supply of weapons to choose from and can't take that much damage before you die. But when you kill an ant or a robot or anything, there's a chance it will drop an item, either a health pack, a weapon upgrade, or an armor upgrade. The last two items will give you bonuses when you complete the level, either new weapons or more hit points. After a while, you'll amass a huge selection of weapons, including machine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, missile launchers, and more. Now, it's not like each weapon is totally unique, but there's enough variety within each class of weapons that you have quite the array of armaments at your disposal. And since you can only take 2 weapons into battle with you, there is some thought involved in choosing the correct weapon for the enemies you'll face. Your choices might make your task really easy or really hard, and that's part of the fun of the game. Once you clear a level, you might decide, can I do it again, but this time only using a grenade launcher. There are also vehicles located in the game, but I find the controls to be awkward and counterintuitive. For example, I have my aiming controls inverted, but when you get into the tank, the aiming is opposite from that, which makes it difficult to get used to. Also, you'll find that the fire button for the tank is different from the helicopter. It would probably be better to have the fire button be consistent. Plus, the vehicles aren't the most durable things ever. They can't take much damage before they're destroyed. I'm not saying they're totally useless, and I'm sure there's many people better able to adjust to the controls than me, but in general, I avoid them. There's a 2-player split-screen co-op mode so you and a friend can unleash the destruction together. This can be cool because it allows you to pick complementary weapons. You might carry fast-shooting and reloading machine guns, while your partner has really powerful but slow-loading missile launchers or something. There's even a 2-player deathmatch mode, which I think is less intriguing. This really isn't a game designed for deathmatches, but it could be fun, and even if you don't want to shoot at each other, you could maybe just run around laying waste to all the buildings, bridges, or trees in the level. I really love this game, although, I'm not sure how much of that is the gameplay and how much is just being overwhelmed by the sheer scale of everything. The gameplay itself is definitely fun. Besides the vehicles, I find the controls to be simple and solid, and there's a little thought involved to make sure you choose the right weapons, and this combined with 5 different difficulty levels does provide a good amount of replay value. But if it wasn't for the over-the-top style, maybe I wouldn't quite like it as much. I mean, it's got giant space ants. It's just so freaking cool to see a building crawling with huge bugs. And come on, attacking a flying saucer with a flamethrower, that is just fantastic. And I can't forget to mention the overly dramatic music as well. This game is just so action-packed, and the battles are so epic, it's just awesome. It's like being in some old sci-fi movie that they'd show on TV at like 2 a.m. Earth Defense Force doesn't take itself too seriously. This isn't a game with some big message behind it. It just delivers wave after wave of pure, unadulterated fun. Even though later EDF games would become more expansive, the blueprint for them all is right here, and it's excellent, and really provides the kind of experience that perhaps only video games can. Unless you happen to live in an area with building-sized ants walking around, that would probably be more intense than a video game.